everybody and welcome back to my channel. The other day I posted this picture of emojis representing some Thai proverbs and idioms and I asked you guys to try guessing what they are. So I hope you're having fun guessing and playing the game. So today I'll go through all the answers and I'll teach you guys how to use these 10 idioms. Okay, that'll be part 2 because there are actually 20 proverbs in total, but today I'll go through 10, okay? And we'll have part 2 later on. The very first one that you see here is ดอกฟ้ากับหมาวัด and I already written all the answer for you. ดอกฟ้ากับหมาวัด Okay, ดอกฟ้ากับหมาวัด represent a relationship between a woman who comes from a really good background family. She's very uneducated. She's come from like elite society, high society, and a man who comes from like, you know, poor background family, or he's uneducated, or he's part of a gangster or something like that. ดอกฟ้า in Thai, normally when we say ดอกไม้ or you hear the word ดอกไม้ in Thai, especially in a poem, in a song, you know, in a written language, we normally represent a woman. ดอกไม้ flower represent woman, and you probably have heard of something else like ดอกไม้ริมทาง or flower on the side of the road. ดอกไม้ริมทาง it's mean, you know, side chick, those women that you are not one, or you don't want to have a serious relationship with. It's more just like one night stand, or you just want to have fun with them for like some times and then you get on with your life. It's called ดอกไม้ริมทาง and we have ดอกไม้ plastic, which is like flower that made of plastic, so it's not real. So we're normally talking about transgender women. And we have ดอกทอง dog tong, which sounds really nice. It's golden flower, but it's actually not polite at all. It's quite rude actually. Dog tong means slut, you know, like a whore, like, you know, like women who like keep having and changing their lovers all the time. We call dog tong, dog fa. Okay, and here is dog fa. So it's mean like women who come from like a really good background and then like really uneducated. Dog fa กับหมาวัด. Even though we say หมาวัด here, what means temple, but it doesn't have to be dogs that are staying or living in a temple. We're normally just talking about stray dogs in general. ดอกฟ้ากับหมาวัด. And it doesn't even have to be a relationship. It can represent a guy who fall in love with a woman who come from like a really good background, and we just say it's impossible, you know, you guys will never be able to meet. Like she will never like you because she's like ดอกฟ้า and you like หมาวัด. You know, like if you try to like, you know, bring your friend back to the reality, just like no, that's not possible. ดอกฟ้ากับหมาวัด. Okay. And number 2 is ตบมือข้างเดียว. You can see someone like got slapped right in the face right here. It's ตบ, right? We call ตบ. And มือ, and this like one hand, so it's มือข้างเดียว. Not like clap. When we say clap, we say ปรบมือ, okay? ปรบมือ. And this is ตบมือ. ตบมือข้างเดียว. And like the full version of the proverb is actually ตบมือข้างเดียวไม่ดัง. ไม่ is no or not, and ดัง means like, you know, like very loud. Okay, ตบมือข้างเดียวไม่ดัง. So it means you cannot make any sound by clapping one hand. You need two hands to make sound, right? ตบมือข้างเดียว. It means, you know, lots of things cannot happen if the other person doesn't want to get involved. For example, corruption, or like, you know, having an affair, cheating. You know, like if your boyfriend or girlfriend cheat on you, you cannot just blame it on the third person. You have to be like, you know, you have to blame it on your person as well, because it's ตบมือข้างเดียวไม่ดัง. It's ตบมือข้างเดียว. And number 3, ชักแม่น้ำทั้งห้า. So you see there are 5 bottled waters right here. Okay, ชักแม่น้ำทั้งห้า. ชักแม่น้ำทั้งห้า is actually come from มหาเวสสันดรชาดก, which is actually like a story about Buddha. And there's one part that he met one guy. He's called Chu Chok, and Chu Chok, you know, he knows that มหาเวสสันดร or Buddha before, like his last life before he became Buddha. Okay, if you're not Buddhist and you don't know what I'm talking about, it's fine. Just like, you know, it's like a story. You like, you know, you have Bible, and then you have like lots of story in the Bible. And for us as well, we have to learn like lots of lives before Buddha become Buddha, you know, because in Buddhism, we believe in reincarnation. Okay, so like the last life that he was a human, he was มหาเวสสันดร. And มหาเวสสันดรwas very famous for like very generous and very kind. Like if you ask him anything, he will just give you anything that you ask. And this guy Chu Chok know that มหาเวสสันดร, this guy is coming like, you know, around his town or something. So he went up to Buddha, like the last life before he became a Buddha, and asked him whether he could get Buddha's kids, the children. He has 2 sons, I think, or yeah, 2 sons. Yeah, he has 2 sons. So Chuseok asked whether he can have like those sons to come, like helping him with like cleaning and stuff like that or not, because he's very old and stuff like that. So he's saying that in India, there are 5 very important rivers, which I cannot remember the name of the rivers in India, but they said like, how are those 5 rivers are like really important, and there's like, they have like great powers, and they have like great kindness, and they help like so many people, just like if you like helping me by giving up your sons, and like let them come and help me with chores and stuff like that, like you are just like these 5 important, like 5 main rivers in India, like you are like that amazing, you're that great. So ชักแม่น้ำทั้ง 5 from this story, it means that when you want to get something so badly that you try to pursue it, you bring all the reasons and like everything, no matter it's not reasonable, but you're trying to bring up like or make up everything that you can to trying to persuade someone to get what you want. It's called ชักแม่น้ำทั้ง 5, and ชักmeans pulling. ชัก, so tug of war, if we call ชักเย่อ ชักกะเย่อ in Thai, tug of war. And number 4, เดินตามผู้ใหญ่หมาไม่กัด เดินตามผู้ใหญ่หมาไม่กัด. And ผู้ใหญ่ here is mean adult, okay, I probably know that. เดิน means walk, ตาม follow, and หมา we already know it from a dog, ดอกฟ้ากับหมาวัด หมาไม่กัด don't bite, กัด หมาไม่กัด. So it means that if you follow an adult, normally dog won't bite you. So what it means? It means that once you're going to do something, if there are people that already done it before, you can learn it from their experiences. So you don't have to keep repeating the mistake that they probably done before. And we say เดินตามผู้ใหญ่หมาไม่กัด means ผู้ใหญ่ or an adult, they already have experiences, so they already did something, and you can just follow the way that they did. If you see that it was already successful, then just follow them. Don't just keep on trying. We say เดินตามผู้ใหญ่หมาไม่กัด. And number 5, เอาหูไปนาเอาตาไปไร่. Okay, this is na means like rice field in Thai, and rai. Normally we're talking about rai. It's very similar to na, but when we talk about na, we focus more on the rice, and rai we focus on like fruits and trees. So we call rai som, orchard, have like lots of oranges. Rai ma muang, like you grow lots of mango trees. But we say na cow, rice, so like rice field. เอาหูไปนาเอาตาไปไร่ means you turn blind eye on something. You just like pretend that you don't know, or you don't want to get involved in something. You say เอาหูไปนาเอาตาไปไร่ instead of like trying to get involved, you put your ears เอาหู you put your ears inside the rice field, and you put your eyes in like some orchard, somewhere else that you're supposed to be caring about. So we say เอาหูไปนาเอาตาไปไร่ turn a blind eye on, like just pretend that you don't know, you don't see it. And number 6, ท่าดีทีเหลว ท่าดีที this is quite tricky, because even though you see like this is you can probably see that it's tea, right? Okay, tea. So ท่าดีทีเหลว, and this is water, so it เหลว means liquid. So because water is a liquid, it's ของเหลว. So ท่าดีทีเหลว means it's someone acts or pretend like they're really good, they're really amazing, they really know what they're doing about, but actually they don't know what they're doing about. And normally when we say ท่าดีทีเหลว, it means you're just good at acting, but the outcome, the result of the work that you're doing is like really bad. So it's ท่าดีทีเหลว. Okay. And number 7, เสน่ห์ปลายจวักผัวรักจนตาย เสน่ห์ปลายจวักผัวรักจนตาย. This is also very tricky. I actually asked my mom for this, like because I don't know what these are, like what salad and nails. เสน่ห์ปลายจวัก เสน่ห์ means charming, and ปลาย means the ending of something. จวัก, actually they should put photos of จวัก in here, but they don't. They just want to like let you know that they're talking about like cooking, and they use like their hand to cook, and then a man love you until he dies. So เสน่ห์ปลายจวักผัวรักจนตาย, it means you know, like these days, it doesn't matter that women have to be the one who cook and clean anymore. You know, like we talk about equality, but in the old, like in the Asian Thai societies, normally it's the guy who go out and, you know, like growing trees and like field, like they, you know, in rai or na. So women will be the one who cook and clean at home. And we say if you're really good at cooking, your husband will love you until he dies. Poor means husband, or you've probably heard of something that a little bit, oh, I think, and not little bit, but I think it's like a lot more polite. I say sami, okay, sami. Okay, ผัว is very colloquial, very informal. สามี okay, สอเสือ สามี and ตวัก is like one type of a spoon, but it's normally used for soup. It's quite big. It's like a soup spoon, if you know what I mean. Okay, สเนปปลายจวัก so it means like, you know, you have a charm at the end of your spoon, and your husband will love you until you die. Okay. And number 8 is น้ำขึ้นให้รีบตัก น้ำขึ้นให้รีบตัก means you know, when the high tides, when the waters, you know, runs high, you better go and get it. So it means when the opportunity comes, just go and seize the opportunity. น้ำขึ้นให้รีบตัก just like act on the opportunity. And number 9 รำไม่ดีโทษปี่โทษกลอง. You can see that it's like dancing right here, but you know, when we're talking about traditional Thai dancing, we normally talk about ram. Ram ไม่ดี โทษ this one means blame it on someone. โทษ okay, โทษ. So in Thai, when we're talking about the word โทษ, I'm sure that you probably heard of it somewhere else, like ยกโทษ ขอโทษ, something like that. ขอโทษ means sorry, and ยกโทษ means forgive, but actually it's come from the same root. โทษ this one mean, you know, you put the blame on someone. So ขอ actually mean want, like ขอน้ำ1 แก้วค่ะ I want a glass of water, right? So if you want to get, like, you know, ขอโทษ, it means you think that the problems, you think that the fault, the mistake is on you, so you want it to be on you. So you ขอโทษ, you want to take the blame. And if you ยกโทษให้ ยก mean like give, so it means that, you know, it's fine, like you don't think it's matter, it doesn't matter anymore. So ยกโทษให้ means forgive. I just lift this mistake up away, something like that. ยกโทษ means forgive, and ขอโทษ means sorry. But if you look at word by word, like literally, it means you want to get the blame on something. And โทษ คนอื่น means other people. โทษ means like blame. โทษคนอื่น means blame it on other people. โทษ ปี this is ปี it's like, you know, like one type of like flute, like Thai flute, something like that. I'm not like really good at like musical instruments. Okay, so I don't really know, like it's called pi in Thai, like this. And this is gong, which is drum, like traditional Thai drum. So รำไม่ดีโทษปี่โทษกลอง means, you know, you cannot dance, but then you blame it on the flute, you blame it on the pipe, you blame it on the drum. So it means that you know, actually it's you that have problem, but then you blame it on other people. รำไม่ดีโทษปี่โทษกลอง. Or we can use it in a way to teach someone that, hey, don't be like this. Don't รำไม่ดีโทษปี่โทษกลอง อย่ารำไม่ดีโทษปี่โทษกลอง Don't just blame it on other people. รำไม่ดีโทษปี่โทษกลอง. And the last one, หน้าไหว้หลังหลอก หน้าไหว้หลังหลอก You see, like this guy, he's like happy, like this on his face, and ไหว้กราบไหว้. This one, if you've been learning Thai for some times, or you have like lots of Thai friends, you probably have heard the word why before. We why when we meet people, especially people who are older than us, and we can also ไหว้พระ okay, why, this is why, like to show respect. And หลัง, this is the back, and หลอก like this is like a ghost, but we say ผีหลอก when we see like a ghost, you know, หน้าไหว้หลังหลอก, like haunted. So, you know, like it's not really about that, but yeah, they just want to show you that, you know, when we think of ผี, then we think of the word หลอก. But okay, here the idiom หน้าไหว้หลังหลอก means you know, like hypocrite people, sometimes when they see you, they just like act really nice, or like, you know, too like double-faced people, or you know, that kind of people. We say หน้าไหว้หลังหลอก they act really innocent, they act really nice, they act like they respect you, they act like they like you in front of you, and then behind you they like gossiping about you, they talk like, you know, nonsense about you. We call หน้าไหว้หลังหลอกหน้าไหว้หลังหลอก. So I'll go through this 10 idioms again, so you know, and then I'll just like end the video for today. Okay, the very first one, ดอกฟ้ากับหมาวัดดอกฟ้ากับหมาวัด. Okay, and you can see from the photo up there, can you, like the flowers and เมฆ. Okay, this ก้อนเมฆ or a cloud. Okay, ดอกฟ้ากับหมาวัด means a relationship between a woman who comes from a really high society, like elite society, and a guy who, you know, like maybe like a part of a gangster. He's like very uneducated, or it's not even have to be a relationship. It's just like a guy fall in love with a girl who come from like a really different you know, background. And number 3, ตบมือข้างเดียวไม่ดังตบมือข้างเดียวไม่ดัง means lots of things cannot happen one-sided. Have to be two people or two-sided doing it together. And normally we're talking about like bad things. It doesn't have to be bad things, but we can talk about like love. For example, if you have a crush on someone and then you say like, oh, I'll give up, you know, I don't think it will ever happen because it's ตบมือข้างเดียว. I feel like I've been like clapping on my own, like he doesn't interest in me at all. We say ตบมือข้างเดียว, you know. And sometimes we're talking about ตบมือข้างเดียวไม่ดัง in the sense of someone having an affair and we like not trying just to blame the third person. We like have to blame everybody, like both party. And we talk about corruption, that, you know, it's probably have to be both sides want to, you know, like involved in the corruption, so that's why it can happen. ตบมือข้างเดียวไม่ดัง. And number 3, ชักแม่น้ำทั้งห้า when you're trying to give all the reason, even like make up stories to try to persuade someone to do what you want. And number 4, เดินตามผู้ใหญ่หมาไม่กัดเดินตามผู้ใหญ่หมาไม่กัด means, you know, if you already have like a really good example, you have someone that really successful people, like adults or someone that really know what they're doing in your workplace, in your life, sometimes you can, you know, like see what they've been doing and, you know, learn from their experiences, so you don't have to keep repeating the mistake that they did before. เดินตามผู้ใหญ่หมาไม่กัด. Okay, and number 5, เอาหูไปนาเอาตาไปไร means you turn your blind eye on, so you pretend that you don't know, you don't want to get involved in something. Number 6, ท่าดีทีเหลว means someone just like act cool, they act like they know everything, but they actually don't know how to do anything at all. Okay, number 7, เสน่ห์ปลายจวักผัวรักจนตาย. If you're really good at cooking, you know, like for women, if you're really, it doesn't, okay, I think, to be honest, it doesn't even have to add the word ผัวรักจนตาย, because now when we say เสน่ห์ปลายจวัก, we just talk about someone who's really good at cooking. It can be a man as well, it can be like a male, you know, cooker, chef. It doesn't have to be a woman. But if you say the whole idiom เสน่ห์ปลายจวักผัวรักจนตาย, you're talking about a woman who's really good at cooking and the husband will love you till you die. Number 8, น้ำขึ้นให้รีบตัก. When high tides, you just have to go and get the water. So it means seize the opportunity, act on the opportunity when you have. Okay, number 9, รำไม่ดีโทษปีโทษกลอง. A person who cannot dance and then blame it on, like, you know, the musician. It means that the person who actually have a problem or committed like mistakes, but then blame it on other people. Number 10, หน้าไหว้หลังหลอก mean like hypocrite person who's in front of you act like they like you and they act like they have like really high moral, but, you know, behind your back then they go and do something else, or they talking bad things about you, or they go and, you know, like doing bad stuff behind you. We call หน้าไหว้หลังหลอก. So these are 10 idioms that, you know, come from these games. I hope you enjoy playing it, and I'll have part 2 very soon, which we have like number 11, number 20. So I'll give you okay, I cannot show the photo, I think. Okay, never mind. Okay, if you enjoy the video, just, you know, let me know if you have any problems or you have any questions or you have anything to say to me, and then I'll do part 2 when I have time, because I still have some exams coming up next week, and it's already final exams week for me, so a little bit busy, but yep, I will try to find some time to film more video in the future. Thank you very much. Bye guys.